Hello friends and welcome to Kerry's Life Notes, the channel where I share my tips and tricks to make your life happy, healthy and productive. And today we are talking about an extremely interesting topic, which is how to avoid Sunday evening anxiety. Now the first question to answer is, what is this Sunday evening anxiety? Now, at least for me, for majority of my working life, I have suffered from this, where by 6-7 p.m. on a Sunday evening, I used to start feeling so stressed out and so anxious, thinking about all the work that I need to get done on Monday, all those 100 emails which are waiting for me in my inbox, and also start feeling depressed about I had thought about this weekend so much and I was looking forward to it so much and I wanted to do this and I wanted to go here, and none of that has happened and it's already Sunday evening. That was Sunday evening anxiety for me. This used to really spoil my Sundays, because instead of enjoying those last few moments of the weekend with my friends and family, I used to be sitting and worrying. I used to feel stressed out. And as with all things in my life, once I've spotted a problem, I have to find a solution to it. And I did find a solution, and I'm happy to report that I have not experienced any Sunday evening anxiety in many years now. So today I'm sharing for any of you guys who also face this kind of similar Sunday night anxiety on what to do and what to avoid. Now, for finding any solution to any problem, you first have to do a root cause analysis of what is causing that problem. And one of my main causes of weekend related stress was that I just wasn't able to make the most out of the weekend. I used to really build up towards weekends. I used to have so many aspirations, saying, I will meet friends, I will call my parents, I will go out and eat, I will clean my room, I will go to the gym and exercise, and I will do all of this while catching up on sleep. Basically, I was trying to fit in 5 days worth of things to do in just 2 days. Obviously, that was not going to happen and I was going to end up feeling disappointed. So the first thing I did was I stopped postponing everything for the weekend. And this included my happy activities as well as all the chores. So spreading all my happy activities like meeting friends, calling family, I was able to spread the joy of those activities all through the week and not just wait and build it all towards the weekend and then none of it would happen. I also spread all the chores through the week. So instead of doing all my laundry on a Saturday, I decided I will start doing laundries 2 days a week. And neither of those 2 days were weekends. This really helped unburden my weekend from all the expectations I used to build up. This way, I had more to look forward to in my weekdays and less expectations from my weekends. The second thing I did, and this may seem extreme and outrageous to many people, but I made a simple weekend calendar. Now, I did not go and plan out that I will be doing XYZ from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on a Sunday evening. What I broadly did was I made a list of all the activities that I wanted to get done on the weekend and approximately how much time it would take, and then I just slotted them into various time frames on the weekend. Obviously, weekends are the time to be spontaneous and you don't want everything planned out for you. So I left enough room for myself to do what I do on the weekends as long as I'm getting some basic things done. This has made my weekends so much more enjoyable because I had a clear list of things that I needed to get done, and also that I have time for it. These were not a list of some unrealistic expectations like I used to have before, but I actually budgeted time for each of these activities and made the most out of my week. The second thing that came out of my root cause analysis was that I was getting stressed out because of work. I used to feel stressed about all the open action items that I have left over from last week. I used to stress about all the emails that I have to still read and respond to. And I used to feel dreadful about the mountain of work that's waiting for me when I get to office on a Monday morning. Monday morning blues are a real thing. So is Sunday evening anxiety. The solve for this was very simple to think of, but quite difficult to implement. The first thing I had to do was try and finish the last week's work in that week itself. Now, this is obviously not practical and doable every time or every week. So I made a simple mechanism for myself. Every Friday afternoon, I would look at my work to-do list and see what all is left over, and then I would simply block time on my calendar in the next week, in the coming week, to complete those specific action items. So even if you can't finish all your work in that week, make sure that you have time set aside in the coming week for all those action items. This will help you not get that feeling of, oh my god, how am I going to finish all of this work? Because now you already know that replying to this email is going to take me an hour, and I already have an hour set up on my calendar on Monday morning. So you don't have to worry about how am I going to find time to finish this mountain of work, because you have already fixed that mountain of work in your calendar and you have dedicated time for it. This was the easy thing to do. The difficult thing was obviously to stay on that calendar and stay true to the schedule that I have drawn out for myself. It did take quite a few weeks to get myself in this rhythm, but once it did, it helped me so much to reduce stress. So friends, that's how I got rid of my Sunday evening anxiety. I reduced my expectations from the weekend. I spread out the weekend work all through the week, and I also planned my work in a way that I wouldn't have to worry about it over the weekend. Let me know how you manage weekend stress. Are there any tricks that you have tried and have been extremely successful for you? Also, I want to know how many people also experience this, because I used to think that I am a crazy person who gets worried on Sunday evenings, but that's not the case. When I spoke to my husband and I spoke to a lot of colleagues at work, I realized that this is actually a problem with a lot of people. So if you're one of those people, then leave me a comment down below and tell me if you found this video useful. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining this one. I'll see you in the next one.